Welcome back to Trinity Academy, Computer Science subject. Dear students, today we are going to see Computer Science chapter 6, Python chapter 6, that means control structure. Okay. Control structure, in the previous year in C++, we learned about control structures such as sequential statement, alternative statement or branching statement, then looping statement or iterative statement. The same will be discussed here, but the syntax and program coding is entirely different. Okay, let's see one by one. Now, what is control structure? Control structure na enna? What is mean by control structure? This simple thing is nothing but any program code that has a jump of the control from one part of the program to another part. That is called control structure. Okay. Any program code or any program statement that causes the jump of the control from one part of the program to another part. That is generally known as control statement or control structure. See, there are three types of control structures given in your textbook. Those are sequential statement, branching or alternative statement, then looping or iterative statement. The first one, sequential statement. Sequential statement means it is composed of a sequence of statements which are executed one after another. A very simple thing, continuously, sequentially the statements are executed. There is no skipping of any program coding from one part to another part. So, if a program consists of more than 3 lines or more than 1 line, those lines are executed in a sequential order. Next one, next another, one by one, it is executed. Those statements are generally known as sequential statement. See, listen this program. You know, this is a command statement. Sequential statement is a command. Okay. Print Trinity, print Moganur Road, print Namakkal. Here there are 3 statements given, print statements given and one command statement. This command statement should not be executed. You know very well, it is only for the user purpose. The Python interpreter cannot execute any code in the command statement. Now, print statement, you know, it displays the value given in the print statement. So, we get the output Trinity, then print statement Moganur Road, then print Namakkal. Here see the output is the 3 statements are executed sequentially, one after another. So, continuously these are executed, so that it is called sequential statement. Then the second one, branching and alternative statement. Let us go to the second one, alternative statement. Alternative statement is nothing but decision making statement. One who want to take some decision. For example, if 2 boys in a classroom, if one boy is short, one boy is taller, let us compare which boy is $1, which boy is shorter. So, let us compare that. If we give 2 numbers, one negative number and positive number, we have to check whether the given number is positive or negative. As like whether the given number is even or odd, whether you are eligible for voting or not eligible. These kind of decisions should be taken by using this alternate or branching statement. Branching statement is nothing but it is a decision making statement to check whether the condition, if the condition is true. Here let us discuss, let us give one condition. Based on the condition, the programming codings are executed. If it is true part or false part, that is decided by the programming condition. That means relational condition or logical condition. Okay. So, it is a decision making statement to check whether the given number is negative or positive, even or odd, so and so, so and so. See, here also there are 3 branching statements such as simple if statement, then if else statement and if elif statement. If elif is a new one. Okay. If elif statement is nothing but this is an equivalent of nested if statement. If, else if, else if. That means we can check more than one condition. One who want to check more than one condition, they choose this if elif statement. Okay, let's see one by one. Simple if statement. It is a simplest of all of the decision making statement. இருக்கிற decision making statement லே very ஈஸியான சிம்பிளான ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் எது? if statement. அப்போ if ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட்டை பொறுத்தவரை ஒரே ஒரு கண்டிஷன் ஒரே ஒரு ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் பிளாக் மட்டும்தான் இருக்கும். கண்டிஷன், if the condition is true, the statement block is executed. Otherwise, the statement is skipped. That means the next statement is executed. Clear? See the syntax. If is the keyword, then condition, it should be a relational condition, relational expression or logical expression. Then statement block. The statement block is intended from if block, if statement, if. The keyword if. Next to the, it is intended. The statement is intended because this statement belongs to the if statement. Try to understand, this is very important. The indentation is very important. Okay. See the example, command statement, example program for simple if. X equal to int print enter your age. You know very well the print statement displays everything in Python. The print statement displays everything as a string format. But one who want to convert the string into integer, we have to use a int function. So print function only displays everything in string. To convert the string into integer, we must use int function. So int within a bracket, print enter your age, close brace, close brace. If x greater than or equal to 18 colon, because all the if block should be terminated with colon. Otherwise, the Python interpreter gives error. Then indenting the print statement, print eligible for voting. What is the program? Tells about this. The program, one who want to find whether you are eligible to vote or not. You know the eligibility criteria for voting is 18 years. All the citizen who has more than 18 years can eligible for giving vote. So let's check it. The output, enter your age. When you enter the age 23 greater than or equal to 18, true or false? True. Condition is true. If the condition is true, the print statement is executed. In the print statement, eligible for voting. Suppose if I give the value 15 as a result, what will be the result? The result is nothing, because if the condition is false, the program directly exit from that means jump from the print statement. That means it goes next to the print statement. The next to the print statement, nothing is there, so nothing will be displayed if the condition is false. When you give 15 for x, 15 greater than or equal to 18, that is false, so nothing will be displayed. Here only one condition with one statement. அப்போ இந்த மாதிரி நேரத்தில் நமக்கு வந்து ஆல்டர்னேட்டிவ் ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட், அதாவது ரெண்டு கண்டிஷன் வேணும், வெதர் ட்ரூ ஆர் ஃபால்ஸ். அந்த மாதிரி நிபந்தனைகள் நம்ம செக் பண்ணுறதுக்கு we choose the second one, if else statement. See, the if else statement provides a control to check the true block as well as false block. See the syntax, if condition statement block 1, else statement block 2. We can use the same program in the if else statement also, but I give another example. X equal to int print enter a number. Here we are going to check whether the given number is even or odd number. The condition for the even or odd number is any number which is divisible by 2, the remainder is 0, the number is even. If the remainder is non-zero, the number given number is odd number. Any number divided by 2, the result, if the result is 0 in the sense, even number. Okay. If the result is non-zero in the sense, odd number. Let us see the code. X equal to in print enter a number if x percentage 2 double equal to 0. That means percentage operator. In the previous class you learned the percentage operator which returns the remainder of the expression. Here return the remainder. The remainder value equal to 0 means even number. X is even. The remainder is not equal to 0 means the control goes to the condition is false. So the control directly goes to the else part. The else part displays odd number. Let's give one value to this program. Execute the program in two manners. Output 1. When you execute this program, enter a number. You just enter a number 8. You know 8 is an even number, but computer doesn't know it is even or odd. So the value 8 is assigned to the variable x. Now x is 8, 8 percentage 2, remainder is 0, that means 0. If the condition is true in the sense, it's not equal to 0, even. If that means the if block, if value 1 means true, if value 0 means false. So here if we give 2 in the sense, if x percentage 2 double equal to 0, this means true. True means 1. Am I right? X double percentage 2 double equal to 0 in the sense 8 remainder 2 equal to 0. 0 equal to 0. True or false? True. That means if true, if part is true. So immediately the control executes this print statement x is even. The value of x is 8. So 8 is even. I just run another output by giving another value. Just execute the program, enter a number. Here you enter the value 7. The value 7 is stored in x. Am I right? Now 7 percentage 2. 7 percentage 2 is 1. Here 1 double equal to 0. That means 1 equal to 0. True or false? False. So false in the sense immediately the control skip this print statement and the control goes to the else block. So if the condition is false, goes to else block. Condition is true, it goes to the true part, print statement. In the else block, only one statement given, print x is odd. So we get the answer 7 is odd. Understand? So there are two alternatives, only two choices are there in the if else statement. If the condition is true, true block is executed, false means else block is executed. Simple thing. One more alternative method for this if else statement is using the ternary operator, conditional operator. I just explained here. Variable equal to var1 if condition, else var2. Variable equal to variable 1 if condition, else variable 2. See this example, a equal to int print enter any number, x equal to even if a percentage 2 double equal to 0, else odd. So print a is x. When you give the value, the same value 8 in the sense, we get the answer 8 is x value. ஏல என்ன கொடுக்குறோம் நம்ம a enter a numberனு கொடுக்க போகிறோம் 7 கொடுக்க போகிறோம் சரிங்களா. எக்ஸில் என்ன இருக்குது ஈவன் ஸ்டோர் ஆகும். a is even. Suppose when you enter 7, you just apply the value 7, a equal to 7, x equal to a condition false, else part will be executed. In this way else part odd is assigned to x. So print 7 is ODD, odd. Okay, you know print statement has multiple variable or values separated by comma. Okay, next another class if elif statement will be discussed. Okay, next statement. And next statement is if elif statement. This is equivalent to nested if statement discussed in C++. When we need to construct a chain of if statement, that means more than one condition should be applied in a program. Let us choose this if elif statement, so that when we need to construct a chain of if statement, then we use elif, ELIF. It's a new term. It is not given in the previous class, that means previous version C++, previous language. So elif statement instead of else. See the syntax, if condition 1 colon statement block 1 elif, ELIF condition, elif condition again 2 condition 2 colon statement block 2 elif condition 3 statement block 3 and so on. So you can use many elif. Finally else, the last statement is else statement n. Understand? If condition, first condition, if the first condition is true, the statement block 1 is executed. Second condition, elif, second condition true, this is executed. Elif, this is executed. Elif, 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 elif. We can go on. Final statement is else statement n. This is the syntax for the if statement. We see one program using this elif statement. I just give a condition, take your 2 subject mark, and based on the average we can decide the grade. If average greater than 80, greater than or equal to 80 means the average means grade equal to, let us assign, if the average is greater than 80, grade is A. Suppose average greater than 70 and average less than 80, greater than or equal to 70, less than 80 means B. So same time average greater than or equal to 60 and less than 70 C. Average greater than 50 and less than 60 means D grade. Otherwise the grade is E. So there are 5 grades given to a student based on his average marks he has chosen, he has taken. Okay. See the program. Let's construct a program. Hash program for elif. we need to find the average, we need 2 subject marks or 3 subject mark or 5 subject mark. Let's consider, let's take only 2 subject mark. Let m equal to int print enter mark 1. Enter mark 1. There are 2 brackets, one bracket for if function and the another bracket for int function. m1 m2 equal to int print enter mark 2. Then avg, short form of average is avg, equal to m1 plus m2 divided by 2. We get the average value. Now we apply the condition. If avg greater than or equal to 80, above 80, a student who secure 90 marks or 95 marks or 100 marks, this condition is true. So print grade A. Okay. Suppose if the condition is false, colon is must in if statement. ELIF, elif avg greater than or equal to 70 and is a logical operator. avg less than 80. Now if this condition is true, the print statement execute B. Elif avg greater than or equal to 60 and avg less than 70, print. Listen boys, students listen. All the print statements are intended from the if and elif statement, because this statement belongs to the if block, as like this statement belongs to this if block, elif block, as like this. Print grade equal to C, again elif avg greater than or equal to 50 and less than avg less than 60. We get the value. We print grade equal to D, else print grade equal to E. Every elif statement should be terminated with colon. This is very important. Okay. So you must note down all the if statement terminated with a colon, elif with terminated with colon, again all the elif as well as else. So this is the program. So example program for the elif statement. You get the, let's execute this program by giving one value output. When you execute the program, it asks print enter mark 1. Now enter mark 1. Consider the mark 1 is 90. Then the second statement, print statement is executed. Enter mark 2. The mark 2 is, let's say for example 40. So 90 plus 40, the total is 130. 130 divided by 2 in the sense 65. So 65 is the marks. Average mark is 65. The student who secure 90 plus 40 is 130 divided by 2. The average AVG equal to 65. Upon here average. If 65 greater than 80, is it true? False. Okay. The control goes here. Greater than 70 and less than 80, that is also false. So it goes here. The 65 means in between 60 and 70, the third, 1, 2, 3, the third condition is executed. This condition is true in the sense, this print statement grade equal to C is displayed as a output. Clear? So, in this session we discussed the second control structure, alternative statement or branching statement. Sequential statement is completed, alternative statement or branching statement is completed. So, there are three control structure: sequential, branching and looping. Then in the alternative statement is three types such as simple if else and elif statement. Next one control structure is pending, that is yes, looping statement, loop. Looping or iterative. Looping or iterative statement. Loop is nothing but which execute the statements, set of statements repeatedly for a particular time. One who want to execute the program code again and again, we choose this looping block. That is the quite suitable one. So loop statement allows to execute a statement or group of statement multiple times when the condition is satisfied, till the condition is satisfied. Condition satisfy ஆகிற வரைக்கும் திரும்ப 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 மல்டிப்ளை எக்ஸிக்யூட் ஆகிட்டு இருக்கக்கூடிய ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட்டுக்கு தான் லூப்பிங் ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் சொல்லுவோம் அல்லது இட்டரேட்டிவ் ஸ்டேட்மெண்ட் சொல்லுவோம். There are two types of looping statement. One is while and the another one is for. So while statement and for statement. Now let's see while statement. While statement is an entry check statement. It is a entry check loop. While statement is a entry check loop. That means the condition is checked at the beginning of the program coding. If the condition is true, then only the control enter into the next part. I write the enter into the while block. Otherwise, the code given in between the while block is not executed. Okay, see the syntax. While is a keyword, then condition, colon, statement block. The statements block may be a single statement or multiple statements. All the statements are indented from while keyword. Then finally else, condition, else statement blocks. When the condition is false, then now the control enter into the else block. Otherwise, all the statements given into the while statement is executed repeatedly for more than one time, many time, multiple time. See the flow chart given. I just give you a flow chart. Apply the condition. This is condition. If the condition is true, the control enter into the code while coding. Then control next check the another condition, true, executing the code, true, executing the code, true, 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 true. If the condition is false, the control is terminated and it exits from the while block. Okay. See one example. See the example. Example program for while loop. X equal to 10. I just give a variable name I. That means control variable, iterative variable, iteration. So it is generally called as I. Okay. I declare a variable I equal to 10. Next line is while I less than or equal to 15 colon print I comma end equal to slash t. Print I end equal to slash t. Why I use this end equal to slash t, I tell you later. If it is not appear, you know the output, the value 10, 11, 12, 14, 15 is continuously printed. One who want a space from one place to another place, at tabs position, we use the slash t. The value slash t is stored in the end statement, end variable. The end variable displays slash t. So just we execute the program. After that, we use the else also. Else print value of I after execution is comma I. Let's execute the program. I equal to 10 while 10 greater than or equal to 15. Is it true or false? True, right. Condition is true. So the print statement execute I value. The value I is 10. Then one more statement, iterative statement, incrementation, updation of the control variable should be mentioned here. So before the else, I equal to I plus 1. I give one assignment statement. This is called iterative statement. This is the main purpose of this is to updating the control variable. Earlier the control variable, the value of the initial value of I is 10, now 10 plus 1, 11. Okay. So value 10 is displayed, then end equal to slash t. Slash t is giving a tab position here, the control comes here, not here. Control comes here, then I equal to 11, the control went, the control again goes to the condition 11 less than or equal to 15. This is also true, then print 11, then tab position here, then control variable is incremented, 12 less than 15 is also true. So 12, 13, 14 and 15. There will be a tab position in between these two numbers. For that purpose we are using slash t, end equal to slash t. Okay. So when the value of I equal to 16 less than or equal to 15, true or false? False. So when the condition is false, the control enter into the else block, that means else statement. Here print the value of I after execution is, what is the value of I? Final value of I is 16. So 16. See, the else statement is optional. We can use this statement in while program or we can ignore it. It is not compulsory else statement. If you use the else statement, we get the clear idea of the execution of this program. Okay. This is the main thing for while statement. So dear students, the for loop and the nested for loop, break statement, pause statement and the continue statement, these 5 topics will be covered in the next class. So in this session, you learned, I think, I hope you people can have adequate knowledge about control statement. What is control statement? Then types of control statement, that means sequential, branching and iterative statement. Then in the, you know, the sequential statement, then branching statements has three types such as simple if else and elif statement. Then looping statement has two types such as while loop and for loop. While loop we discussed here. In the next class we discuss for loop and nested loop. Then break, continue, pause, these statement will be discussed in the next class. Okay, thank you. Let's see in the next class.